In today's busy world, our minds are constantly racing, our bodies are tense, and our sense of calm seems to be slipping away. But what if there was a way to quiet the noise and soothe the nervous system? Joining me now to talk about the healing powers of sound baths is holistic health wellness expert and sound therapist Erin Maxwell. Erin, thanks so much for being here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you so much.
This is so fun. As you can see, we have a little setup here on the floor, and we are going to be doing a live demo of a sound bath. But Erin, give me an overall view of what it is.
Whoosh. Sound healing is an ancient practice that's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and over time we have forgotten some of our ancient practices. So with the sound healing, it really taps into our fight or flight and into the rest and digest. Since we are so overly stressed in today's world, we are actually addicted to stress, and we're in the society of go, 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 go. And with this healing sound bowls, it really, the frequencies and the vibrations tap into the body and really rest and digest and heal. It takes us down out of that fight or flight and into being able to think clearly and feel better and heal and break up blockages inside the body.
So who is this good for? Who is clientele that would benefit from this?
Everyone. It really is for everyone. Even when I have high anxiety, I just come to my bowls. I was actually not feeling very well over the weekend, and I had a sound healing session to do, and someone said, "Are you sure to go?" And I said, "Absolutely, it makes me feel better." It really, anyone with any sort of ailments, again, the high stress, for everyone. I can't think of a person that it wouldn't be good for.
Basically, everyone is stressed. We can all benefit from this.
Everyone. Right? I'm stressed right now. That's why I cannot wait to get to the bowls.
I know. I'm so excited too, but I just have a couple more questions.
Absolutely.
So how does it exactly help? What is the sound therapy doing?
So everything in the universe is a frequency and a sound and a vibration. So what these do, these particular bowls tap into the rest and digest vibrations within the body, breaks up those blockages that I was talking about, any sort of ailment, and helps push that out of the system so you can think clearly and feel better.
Tell me about some of the classes that you offer and kind of what people are going to experience when they attend one of your classes.
A lot of snoring. There is a lot of snoring that's happening because
naps are encouraged.
Naps are highly, highly encouraged. It's tapping into the theta waves and into the rest and the Sandman is what I like to say, into the healing. So these frequencies are toned to the body to actually calm us down. So when we can actually sit down and take a minute and take a rest and not continuing to go like we think that we have to all the time, it just clears the mind, clears the body, and rest and sleeping. I mean, every Sunday at Now Power Yoga, I teach a yin yoga class, and it's just beautiful. Everyone sleeps. I also have a place in Pacific Heights. It's the same thing. I mean, everybody just really
relaxes and recharges.
Like you can see how it just even thinking about it helps me. It just helps tap in and centers. And it's just this beautiful ancient practice that we need to reweave back into our hospital system.
How can people find you and sign up to take a class?
So you can find me at erinmaxwellness.com. So my name is Erin Maxwell, and my business is Max Wellness. So all erinmaxwellness.com or Erin Maxwellness at Instagram. There is a free sound bath that you can put in your email address and get a 10-minute free sound bath, or there is a free sound bath already playing on my website. Again, I go all over the Bay, so I have offices in Marin, and then here in the city, I do private parties, hospitals, retirement homes, yoga studios.
Anywhere that people is stressed out, you can show up and kind of calm them down.